Mind the business that pays you. Yeah. Our people walk in power, we gon' blow up. No fear, no doubt, we gon' show up. Set your boundaries, shine bright, no fright. Unapologetic, we fight for what's right. Family keeper, that's a state of mind. Power protection all by design. Family keeper, we rise, we shine. Power protection all by design. Mind the business that pays you.
Hey, welcome back, Mindsetters. I'm Monique Danielle Harrell, CEO of Singleton Builders. CEO of Singleton Builders. We have a great show lined up tonight, so make sure you stay tuned because we have conversations with entrepreneurs building assets and legacy.
And I am Rochelle V. Gray, owner of the Power Elite Network and the Genius Grid. Welcome tonight, everybody.
Yes, you are tuned into Mind the Business That Pays You. And we have a powerhouse guest tonight. His name is Brian McNeill. Our topic is sell with confidence or stay broke. And I'm going to say that again. Sell with confidence or stay broke. So don't be mad at nobody if you broke, because after our powerhouse guest tonight, Ro, he going to lay it down for you straight.
He sure is. I'm telling you, no chaser.
Right. And today, to start up as well, you know, I had a great 2 days so far. I went to the NAN conference in New York. That's the Al Sharpton conference, and it is absolutely awesome. That's my first time attending, and from here on out, I think I'm definitely going to attend that convention. Today, Wednesday, it was it's workshops, powerful speakers, and everything is there. Then you go to the award ceremony that night. It's off the chains, absolutely awesome. At least 3,000 people there. Everyone just so nice. I mean, it was just amazing. And then this morning they had a women's luncheon from 12 to 3, and then after that I had to leave, y'all. But yeah, the luncheon was absolutely amazing. Powerful women speaking, congresswomen, actresses, like the whole 9 row. It was really, really amazing.
I look forward to joining you next year on that.
Yes, I mean, and we got our cards like we supposed to, because, you know, we was minding the business that pays us.
All
and
right.
We got our cards. We have some guests that are excited about being on the show to share some of their jewels. Girl, it was absolutely amazing. So,
awesome. I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm still kind of from that, because, you know, I had almost a 2-hour drive.
I saw that nice dress she was in.
Oh, thank you, girl. I mean, everybody was just so sharp and so so friendly and ready to network. Like, everybody was ready to give information, cards, phone numbers, and maybe it was the surrounding or the room just felt like really powerful and embracing.
I love it. I love it.
So next year, yes, we both need to attend that as possible. I heard this weekend all the time. Oh, and my girl Jamie Bland was one of the main reasons I wanted to go, because she received an award. She has an organization called Jumpstart, but she works with Reverend Al Sharpton on the NAN network, and she got an award for all her hard work, and it was so deserving. I mean, Jamie Bland is absolutely awesome. So let me just get into the CEO check-in, because I'll just keep going on and on and on and on and on about these 2 days.
Because guess what? What you do? We were on live. We were on site.
Yes.
What were you doing? Right? You were doing Mind the Business That Pays You.
Yes.
Like live on site. I love it.
And a lot of the celebrities, I'm telling you, or just the Congress people or what have you, they really are ready to come on our show and appear.
All righty.
So
because we rocking it.
Yes, we are. Some of them said, wait, I heard of you before. I was like, did you? Yes, we see your show. I was like, yes.
Listen, 500 downloads last week,
right,
on Spotify and Apple and all that. So hey, we doing something.
Oh, you know what we did? You said that you wanted us to shout out some of the countries that we're in and some of the states.
Yes.
First, I have to always give homage to Elizabeth, New Jersey. They really, really hold us down, and Charlotte, because I'm from Elizabeth.
They getting there.
But Elizabeth always hold us down. Thank you so much, Elizabeth, New Jersey. Appreciate it. Charlotte, Linden, Roselle, North Carolina, Woodbridge. That's all the stuff in New Jersey. It's some of them I'm forgetting, but then we also have the states. Oh my goodness,
Yeah.
all the states
Like
that we
Virginia is
have.
number one.
Virginia is. We have more
Virginia's
viewers from
holding
Virginia
us
than New
down.
Jersey. And then the countries,
Yep.
Germany, France, United Kingdom. Like, we really, really thank you guys. We know you're listening on
Yeah.
Apple and Spotify, so thank you so much. So let me get into the CEO check-in, girl. We're taking up too much time for all of this good news. Oh, and our nonprofit, Housing and Enterprise
Yes.
Development. We have so much good things going on here with the Mind the Business That Pays You podcast and some of the extensions that we have. Go check us out on the website, on our website, housingenterprisedev.com, housingenterprisedev.com. What we do with that nonprofit, we have some fundraisers set up from April all the way to December. Check us
Yes.
out. What we do in the nonprofit is we help give people down payment money, first-time home buyers, and we also help give startup money for youngsters ages 8 to 24 to start their businesses. So check it out
That's
so you
correct.
can find out more information.
All right.
All right, CEO check-in time. Let's get into it. Today, my CEO check-in is when it comes to business, you don't have an income problem, you have a sales confidence problem. And our guest today is going to elaborate on that big time. Am I right?
Yes, he is.
So the first, I'm gonna give you 4 pointers, and I'm gonna go through them kind of quickly because we went into, our weekly planner. So the first problem is people are talented but scared to speak up. You can't grow if you're afraid to ask, and the lack of confidence is blocking income. If you don't believe it, nobody else is going to believe it either. So don't try to sell something that you don't even believe in yourself.
It's true.
The solution to that is practice saying your price out loud. Stop over-explaining what it is that you're doing and say it with confidence what it is you believe you're worth that you're selling. Don't say, well, maybe, well, okay, and stop being negotiable all the time. That's not one of your things you should be doing if you're trying to be confident in your business. Make asking a part of your daily routine. When you say you want more money, but you avoid the thing that's going to get you more money, which is selling. So always try to be more confident. People are afraid to really ask. I don't understand that, but
it's true. It's true.
Definitely,
I'm one sometimes.
Right. It's definitely a situation. So the second thing is, people think that posting content on social media but not making offers is selling a product. You have to give them an action plan. Like when we say, go to our YouTube channel and subscribe. What we're doing is giving you a problem and a solution. The problem is we need subscribers. It's not really a problem, but the situation. And then we're telling you how to resolve it. The action plan is subscribe to our channel so that you'll know what's happening and what's going on with Mind the Business That Pays You at all times. So you have to give people an action plan. So remember that. Your solutions are make at least 3 direct offers a day. Follow up consistently. That's important to do follow-ups. That's where money is. And get comfortable hearing no. I know Rochelle says she don't like to hear no.
Yeah.
But if you're planning on getting better or to make sales, you have to be comfortable hearing no, because you might hear 10 no's before you hear a yes, but that one yes could take you over the top. So just get used to make believe it's a practice session you're doing. Blah, 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 no, okay. Switch up what you're saying, reword it, and get back out there again. Don't give up because you're hearing no. Keep your ego at home when you're trying to sell stuff. Just be confident in your product and know what you're asking for. The third problem would be waiting to be chosen instead of positioning yourself. Avoiding direct sales conversations. It's almost like you're saying you're selling something, but you don't want to have a conversation with them again because you don't want them to tell you no. No is going to come. Position yourself to win. Don't position yourself to be like, well, they may say no. Okay, if they do say no, maybe they're just not your client. Or, maybe that's not who you're looking for. So you have
or maybe
to
it's not
find
your time.
audience. Absolutely. You have to find your audience. So the solution would be start asking boldly and confidently. Shift from hoping to offering. Sell the solution, not just the product. Stop being scared to charge for what your gift is worth. And Rochelle, you speak on that a lot as well.
Yeah, I do.
Your
Mm-hmm.
gift is your gift. Don't be afraid to charge the price for it. I say it all the time. My gift may have been being a cosmetologist. Now I'm a builder. I love doing it, but I'm not going to do it for free. I tell people that all the
Right,
time. I
right,
love building
right.
houses, but I'm not going to be out there building houses like, here you go. It's not going to work out. Or doing anyone's hair or makeup or styling or speaking at conferences or anything. Some things, yes, but when it comes to your business stuff that you're trying to sell and make a living, you have to learn to ask, and you have to learn to hear no and keep it moving and find your audience. So again, I have one more point. The last thing is undercharging and overworking, attracting
Mm,
low value and high stress clients, pricing
mm.
based on fear instead of value. The solution to that is raise your standards, not just your prices. Position yourself for aligned clients. Again, all clients is not for you. Just like with our YouTube channel, we're building a brand, so we're waiting to get the proper subscribers. We don't need everybody subscribing who's not interested in business. So if you're interested in business, then you subscribe. So at the same time, you have to wait to find your audience. When you're selling stuff, maybe that's not your audience. Find your audience, and when you find your audience, your prices will start going up, and you're doing something at the same time that you automatically love, and that will make it all worth it for you. Don't make it a job, make it a career. So again,
That's the
I'm
truth.
Monique Danielle Harrell. You're tuned into Mind the Business That Pays You podcast. And if you like what our conversation and it aligns with you, make sure you subscribe.
You know what? That's a tough one. And you have some really great points. I think, especially like teachers like us, when we transition,
Right.
because we're so used to giving information,
Yes.
we don't even think sometimes to charge, or we
Right.
feel bad, or we don't know
Right.
how. And then there's that thing too you were talking about, like being scared to ask.
And people are fearful to ask for what they're worth. They're like, well,
It's true.
maybe I shouldn't ask. They're going to say no. Okay, if they say no, they're not your client.
And that's what we
just
got to
move
understand
on.
too. Everyone is not your client. You have a
Right.
niche,
Right.
and you want that. And
Right.
like you said, the people that are aligned to you will come. But you got to put it
Absolutely.
out there, like you said.
Absolutely, girl.
Okay, I like that CEO check-in.
Thank you.
Mindsetters, I'm looking to see anybody got any say yet. All right.
Remember, we're
Somebody
live
said
now on
right. Let me look.
YouTube.
All right. That's the truth. Well, I'm gonna get with my CEO check-in. And I know Brian's gonna love yours. Mine's is what to do when you piss with someone.
Oh.
I
Okay.
saw a business person this week, and I was like, my thing is always, you want to be right or you want to be righteous. I think you're gonna lose some business because you might be right, but you in that moment, I think they lost some business. So
Okay.
today we're talking about something real, because every entrepreneur, every leader, and every person building something meaningful is gonna have a moment when they get upset with somebody,
Right.
when they get on your last nerves. And it might be a client, customer, might be a team member, might be a business partner, might be somebody close to you,
Right.
who mishandled you or disappointed you, or just caught you on the wrong day. And let's be honest, when you're building a business, your emotions can get expensive.
Yes. Yes.
So I was listening to this Up Spiral video on what to do, and they're like a psychology channel, like what to do when you're mad with someone. And the message was so powerful. Like the idea is that anger doesn't need to take over you. You recognize it, but you got to interrupt it. And you keep it from running your thoughts and your decisions. And how do you know this is happening? Every person you talk to, you tell them what happened.
Right.
It's
Well, you have to
everybody.
get it out somehow.
Right. Listen, the message is important for entrepreneurs because one emotional reaction can damage a relationship, a deal, right? You never know who, a reputation, or an opportunity you really worked hard to build.
Right.
So some of us are not losing because we lack talent. We're losing because we responded too fast. We're taking things too personally. We're speaking when we heat it. And we make business decisions when I know, right? Because that's us too.
I know.
When you're emotionally wounded.
Right.
So let's deal with it. So I'm going to give you 5 tips when you piss with somebody. First of all, name the feeling before it controls you.
Okay.
And the first thing you want to recognize is the power of your words and what's happening. You don't have to let it define you. Most of us say, I'm upset right now, or that triggered me, instead of letting that feeling become
Right.
your entire mindset. So why does that matter? Because once anger takes over, it's a psychological thing with the brain. Everything starts feeling personal, and you start reading disrespected to everything. You start assuming the worst. But when you name the feeling, you create space between you and the reaction, and that gives you back your control.
Okay.
I always tell my students, don't get emotional, because at the time when you get emotional, only two things happen. You either have intellect running you or emotion. They don't run together.
Okay.
They can't.
Okay.
So if you're in emotion, I tell them, calm yourself
Damn.
before you respond, or keep it in your head. Don't send that email. Don't send that text.
Right.
Don't call. Pause.
Right.
You don't want to answer the heat of the moment. And we've done it
Right.
with our
That's true.
loved ones, with people we
Everybody.
work with.
Mhm.
But now I practice. I'm just like, oh, look at you.
Look.
Which makes sometimes people even madder, but I'm feeling good because
Right.
they don't have anything to come back at me at. Because I'm just sitting there looking at them like, you out of control. And if I get out of control, I know mine's going to be big. I'm going to have to ask forgiveness. I'm going to have to go to God. I'm going to have to make it right. I'm probably going to get written up for something. You know, I'm going to lose business because
Right.
we do everything hard.
Right.
So we're in emotion. We're going to go hard there too.
Right.
So I'm going to take a walk. I'm going to drink some water.
Right.
I'm going to breathe. I'm going to pray. I'm going to sit down. I'm going to collect myself.
Right.
Because a calm response will always serve you better than a heated one.
Okay.
And a lot of smart people have created unnecessary problems because they responded while angry.
Right.
Don't let one bad moment produce a bigger problem.
Correct.
All right. So that was number 2. Number 3, don't make permanent decisions in temporary frustration.
That's true.
This right here can save your business.
Mm-hmm.
When you're mad, everything feels fine. Or you want to shut it down, cut people off, cancel the deal,
That's
tell
so
people
funny.
exactly how you feel.
Yep.
But
Yep.
wisdom says slow
That's
your
right.
roll.
That's right.
When you're mad,
That's true.
everything frustrates you,
Mm-hmm.
but it doesn't require a dramatic decision.
True.
Sometimes you don't need to end it, but you do need to clarify it with the person.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to explode. Sometimes you need to document, set a boundary,
Okay.
and move smarter.
True.
A mature entrepreneur always knows the difference between a rough moment and a wrong relationship.
True. True.
Ask what the situation is teaching you. That's number 4, because this is where growth happens. Sometimes anger is not just emotion. Sometimes it's information. Maybe somebody crossed the boundary.
Right.
You got to check that, but not in the moment because they're in emotion.
Right.
Maybe expectations weren't clear on your part. Maybe you ignored some warning signs. And my daughter tell you, you're good with that too, Monique, having a discerning,
Yes.
natural discernment. 2 times she was like, don't do it, Mom. And I
Right.
did it, and it cost me.
Yeah, that energy.
And like you said, all money ain't good money.
Sure enough, not.
Maybe
over
you're
here.
overworked and more sensitive than usual, right? You're sick.
Mhm.
So instead of only focusing on what they did, ask yourself, what is this teaching me? Do I need stronger systems, better communication,
Right.
stronger boundaries, more rest?
Mhm.
Smart entrepreneurs don't waste frustrating moments.
Yes.
We learn from them and we build better because of them. And my last tip, respond like a CEO, not like a hurt person.
Right. That's true.
Everybody
That's
gonna get
true.
upset.
That's true.
Everybody gets offended. But
Mhm.
everybody does not know how to lead themselves. So before you respond, ask, what outcome do I want? Do I want peace, or do I just want to vent?
Right.
Do I want resolution, or do I want revenge? Will this response help my business, my relationships, and my reputation? Because everything doesn't need a loud reaction. And see, our voices are big enough.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
some
That's
things
true.
need a wise response. Some things need distance. Sometimes people don't understand that. I've had to tell people, can't talk right now.
Right.
Especially men. Men want to fix stuff, but nope, can't talk
Can't
right
talk
now.
right
You
now.
gotta
Mhm.
you gotta give me some distance, because if you push me, it's gonna be bad.
Right. Right.
Some things need silence until you come back with clarity. So, strong entrepreneurs, don't let every emotion grab the microphone.
Okay.
Here's the lesson. When you're pissed with somebody, don't let anger run your business. Don't let anger run your mouth. Don't let anger run your decision. We're going to name it. We're going to calm it. We're going to pause. We're going to learn from it. And then we're going to respond with wisdom.
Okay.
Because being a CEO is not just managing money, meetings, and opportunities. It's about managing yourself.
That's right.
And the entrepreneur who can manage their emotions will always move better than the one who has talent but no restraint.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to say to you, if this CEO check-in has helped you, subscribe, share it with another entrepreneur, and remember to always mind the business that pays you.
Well, all right. I love it.
And
I
you can
love
find
it.
me, because I always forget that,
Uh-huh.
CEORochelle.com.
Yes. And we will be right back with our powerhouse guest, Brian
Yes.
McNeill. He is here. So make sure you stay tuned because he is going to bring the business and the noise today. So stay tuned.
All
We'll
right.
be right back on Mind the Business That Pays You podcast. All right, Mindsetters, we are back. We are back. We are back with our powerful guest, Brian McNeill. Today, our topic will be sell with confidence or stay broke. So let me give you a quick introduction to our powerhouse guest tonight. Brian McNeill is a sales confidence coach, a high-energy keynote speaker, and a 9-time author who helps professionals sell themselves and their service with clarity, confidence, and results. Through his talks, workshops, coaching, and books, including Timid Entrepreneurs Have Skinny Kids. I love it. Mastering sales language and asking for the money, Brian teaches what actually works in today's sales conversation. Welcome, 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 Brian McNeill. How are you?
Fantastic job, sister. Danielle, how you doing?
I'm doing
And one of my favorite
great.
people, Ro, how y'all doing?
Good, good, good.
This is going to be good. I'm going to pour into your audience tonight.
Good.
And everyone who takes the time to listen to this podcast and hear what us three have to say will be better at selling themselves and their services than they were before this podcast started. And this is not what I hope to accomplish. This is what I know will be true. Somebody is going to get blessed tonight.
Well, okay.
Somebody got some confidence.
I know that's right. Well,
He right though. He ain't lying.
yeah, we're going to start
Here you
out
go.
with Brian giving us a little backstory on himself and who he is. So our mindsetters can really tune in.
Sure. I was born a poor black child. No, I'm playing. Born and raised in the
I was
streets of
born by the
Brooklyn.
river.
Yeah, that was from the movie The Jerk with the
It's funny.
I was born a poor black child. But anyway, Brian K. McNeill, the sales confidence coach,
Okay.
and the best sales speaker. I will tell you, ladies, there's a lot of people that offer a service that genuinely do help another person.
Okay.
They offer services that help, but a lot of them, they do not earn the money that they could earn or that they should earn.
Okay.
And ladies, very often they don't earn that money simply because they don't know how to sell it well.
Okay.
So stop. How'd you get there? What's your backstory?
Oh, how'd I get there?
Yeah.
No, yeah, like we want to know about you first.
Man,
When you a real person.
yeah. I was working the front desk at a Marriott hotel, and my pretty wife showed up and said, "Brian, we're pregnant." And I realized
That'll do it.
the front desk job is not going to be enough to pay for a wife and a baby.
No, that's
So,
right.
and people have been telling, I was 23 years old, and people have been telling me I'd be good in sales, and I didn't even know what sales was, you know? So I looked in the newspaper in the help wanted section and found the sales section. I saw an ad that says, entry level will train, and that was me.
Okay.
And it turned out to be a straight commission job.
Oh,
Whoa.
How many of y'all know what straight commission is?
No money unless you sell.
That's right. No sales,
No
no
money.
money.
No money. Right. Sounds like our hairstyling job and cosmetology and all that stuff that we do. But go ahead.
That's right. And I was horrible at it for the first 8 months
Oh, wow.
until I discovered my first book on selling. And I bought that book and I started turning those pages and I got a little better. Then I got another book and another book and another book on selling. By my count, I've read more than 700 books on how to sell
Woo.
and manage salespeople. And this time I became low on the totem pole, went higher and higher and higher in the corporate totem pole on sales. And I became a corporate sales trainer. And then I wrote a report called The 22 Must Closes, 22 ways I felt every salesman should know how to ask for money.
Really?
And I got me a little bit of celebrity.
Okay.
But then the bug hit me. You know, the bug hit me like, I'm doing all this stuff for that company. Why don't I open up my own business?
There you go.
Mhm.
And that's how
And
it
I
began.
launched out. Yeah, I launched out my own business. And I will tell you, ladies, it took me 4 tries to make my business stick.
Okay.
4.
Tell us about
Okay. Well, the first one, I went in armed with it, with enthusiasm, and I felt I was good. And I made a lot of money up front. I mean, like my first couple of months, I made a lot of money, and then less and less and less until the money was little. And I had a wife and a mortgage and car payments, and I had to go back into corporate America, and I felt defeated.
that. Right.
And then I got my confidence back again. I was back in sales. I got my confidence back. I wanted to do it again. I wanted to try again. And I did try again. The same thing happened. I made a lot of money up front, and then less and less and less and less until I could not afford to be in business for myself again.
Okay.
And I had to go back into corporate America, and I felt defeated again.
Wow.
I felt not myself, and I hated it back in corporate America. Every single day I was there, I wanted to be doing my own thing, you know.
Right.
I did. I felt pregnant with an idea that I
Yeah.
thought was good, and again, and the whole time, you know, the wife I had at the time, she was in my ear. She was like, "You need to stick with a real job, real job. I don't like this. I don't like this up
All
and
you
down."
entrepreneurs.
You know,
It
they
was
don't
horrible for me.
understand entrepreneurship though. When people are saying that, that is a real job. What do you think we're out there doing? Like
Well,
crunching
she
potato
she
chips?
acknowledged that. She wished she understood at the time the
Okay.
entrepreneurial journey. She
Right.
didn't know how to be an entrepreneur's wife at the time.
Okay.
Praise God for the wife I have now.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Right.
Because the wife I have now understands, because she
Right.
Yeah,
also
she is
is
one.
an entrepreneur.
See?
Okay. But
Equally
I felt
yoked.
defeated and small. And then I tried again, and the
Okay.
marriage ended. And that was very difficult for me because I didn't want the marriage to end.
Right.
And I couldn't imagine how she thought her life would be better off without me, but apparently she did.
Right.
So
her loss.
So that marriage ended. I'm a single man. I'm living in a strange city that I don't know anything about. I'm living in a small 2-bedroom house.
Wow.
Okay. 2-bedroom house. It was just me and my cat Archie. Okay.
Okay.
And
You're
Archie was a big
Archie.
cat too. So so I was back in business myself, and the pattern was repeating. I was starting to make less money. I wasn't working less hard, mind you.
Right.
Never. I never worked less hard, but the money, how many of y'all know that sometimes you could do a lot of right things and it still don't work?
Yes.
Okay.
And I
That's true.
raised my hand
Holla.
in the amen corner over here. Okay.
And
You
see,
can
that's
do
the
an awful
entrepreneur
lot of
one to
things
hear.
and still not work.
Yes.
And it was at that moment again where I had the choice of lose everything or go back into corporate America. And it was just me. And this is me being very transparent. I had just resolved, I don't care this time. I'm not quitting.
know
I was
that's
behind in
right.
everything. I was behind in rent, car,
That's okay. You'll
everything.
be all right. Oh, look, I'm like,
I
you'll be
was-
all right.
I stood in my living room floor, just me, and my cat was on the armrest of the lazy boy. And he was standing there with me. I'm like, Lord, I'm not quitting this time. I'm crying. I'm telling God, I actually said this particular time, I don't care if they take everything. They could take my car. They could take my house. They could take everything as long as I'm wearing something and I have my cell phone and my laptop.
Right.
This time I'm not quitting. Okay.
That's all right.
And I meant it. And I think my Heavenly Father heard it at that moment. And Providence showed up for me shortly thereafter that. I got a phone call on a Wednesday, I think it was, or Tuesday, might have been Tuesday. But it said, Brian, We have an event this Friday. We have a speaker slot. The speaker that we booked can't make it. It pays $2,500.
Yes.
Can you
I'm
come?
happy for you. Like, yes. Okay.
That's the griot right there.
Yeah, I'm
Go
like,
ahead.
yes.
I promise you, I really needed the money.
I know. Listen, I know. I've been there.
I really needed it, and I did it, and I rocked. Now,
There you go.
it would be untrue for me to tell you that even though, and that was back in 2010. Okay. Because I've been full time in my business since 2010.
All right.
Yeah, praise God.
I'll find them later.
But even with that, my business is very good. I have a very, very successful business, no doubt about it. But there still was some ups and downs. There still was some fraught times. There was still some difficult times. The entrepreneurial life is fraught with ups and downs. There's a lot of twists and turns. It ain't just smooth. Even if you're really, really good, there's ups and downs. But I will tell you, it's a better life.
Yes, it is. If you're built
way
for
better
it,
life.
because you know you got to be built for that. Everybody's not built for it. But if you are
That's
built
right. Say
for
that.
it, it's definitely a better life because you're making your own choices of who you want to be, who, what, when, why. So you're responsible for that, and it is a better life if you could stomach it. Don't look at us entrepreneurs and say, "Oh, it look easy when they're doing it," because you're not seeing the behind the scenes going on. That's why
the hard work, the crying, the sweating, the working hard when you don't feel like it. That's really great that you said that. If you're built for it, I could not stand working for anybody else. I had reached that place in my life where I hated the thought. It was like in my belly. It was in my gut.
Oh, yeah.
Even though I was good at it, I got an award, top salesperson. Couldn't stand it.
I know.
I hated. And here's the funny thing: the last job I had, the company was going through layoffs. Okay, they had laid off a bunch of people, but not me. And then they laid off another round of people. So
but not you.
I didn't have enough self-confidence yet to just quit outright because I needed the money. I went to my boss and said, "Look, the next time you lay off, include me in the layoff, okay? Just lay me off too."
You said
he
that?
He goes, no, you're great.
I'm not laying you off. You make us money.
No. I said, no, just, and the day they laid me off, it was a spring day. The weather was right.
Okay.
The sun was out. I walked to my car happy.
I know you did.
Because I went full time into my stuff again.
You did. And now look at you though. I want to know about the one book. We have a lot of questions, but when I was reading it, Steal Your Bio, the book, the one with the kids, what is it, kid with? Oh my
It's
God.
called
Go ahead.
Timid Entrepreneurs Have Skinny Kids.
Can you please get into that?
I can't wait to tell you about this book. Now, I've written 9 books.
Okay.
This is my favorite, okay? Because timidity and entrepreneurship do not hold hands well.
Right.
Being timid and an entrepreneur. My favorite part of this book is very encouraging and gives a lot of practical stuff, but my favorite part of the book is chapter 5. Because chapter 5 says, skip this chapter if you're not a believer. And it's all about how I use the tenets of the Bible and the principles of the parables to sell better. The Bible is very, very, very pro-business.
Absolutely.
And the Bible encourages you, if you have a gift, skill, or talent, if you have anything that other people would want, you are supposed to sell it. And if you don't sell, there's penalties for it. There's penalties if you won't sell.
And that's the truth. That's the truth.
You'll get punished if you have a talent and don't use your talent to make money. Okay. It's clear. The parable of the talents, the one that hid their talent in the ground was cussed out and kicked out.
Okay.
You lowly, lazy servant. You didn't do anything with the talent I gave you. Depart from me. You're going to be banished into the outer courts. You're going to be weeping and gnashing of the teeth. He got cussed out for not using his talent.
And we were just discussing today that in the beginning, like George Washington, all that, everybody had a farm. And everybody had a business off the farm. So even everybody grew their own stuff, and there was no supermarkets or nothing. Then either you were like the shoemaker or the tailor. Everybody had business. And I believe, like you said, after love, there's like 2,500 scriptures on business. God said you're supposed to have a business that's supposed to sustain you. That's everybody.
Do business till I return. How clear does it need to be?
That's right.
It says do business till I return. Proverbs 11:26, the people curse the ones that withhold the grain. They blessings upon the ones that will sell it. Your grain is your intellectual property. Your grain is the solutions you have. If you have something that can help and you won't sell it, I mean, curse you. That's what the Bible said.
Right.
That's why I'm retiring, so I won't
Let
be
me
cursed.
ask you this question. You've been in sales for over 16 years. What's the biggest mistake?
More than 30 years.
Oh, more than 30 years. Okay.
Yeah, 16 years as my company, the way I do it now.
Okay.
But for 30 years, I've been teaching people how to sell better.
For over 30 years, what's the biggest mistake people are still making today when it comes to selling themselves?
The biggest crime, the biggest mistake entrepreneurs are making today, and I talk to them all the time.
Okay.
The number one crime that's killing them
is
they won't even ask for business.
Your CEO checking was amazing. You hit it.
Yeah.
They won't even ask. What they'll
ask.
do, though, they'll do good presentations. They'll do good marketing. They'll do good branding. They'll make a good funnel. They'll make good posts.
Right.
They do all of that other stuff good. But when it comes time to just simply asking for the business, asking for the money, they won't do it. And the crime about that is they're hurting themselves and the client.
They are.
If the client could be helped, but you won't even ask them for the business. They'll do a great presentation and then hope that the client will close themselves.
Right.
That's what's called low probability selling.
Right.
I teach people exactly what to say to ask for the business. And I'll tell you guys if you want to know.
Yes, tell us.
Absolutely.
Tell us, because the mindsetters want to know.
Listen, mindsetters, listen. Once you believe the client understands how you and your services can be helpful to them.
Right.
And you get to decide when that is.
Yes.
Once they understand it enough, say these words. Will you give my services a try?
Okay.
Keep your face confidently expectant, and whatever you're thinking about when you ask that is going to shine through your eyes and resonate in your voice. So you should be thinking about how much better their life gets after they hire you and work with you, how much they're going to be improved, or what you like about them. Think about those things and say, will you give my services a try? Keep your face confidently expectant. Now, if you ask for the business, it's going to be $10,000.
I wouldn't want to buy it either.
Right. Timid offer equals timid acceptance. Right. You make your offer as if you are bragging on your rates.
That's right.
Because you know they're going to be better off. If I ask you, or any of the mindsetters, if someone hires you and they accept your counsel and they pay you the money that you ask, are they going to be better off? Or is their life going to be better off? Are they going to be better off than they would have been if they had just kept their money and not worked with you?
Right.
Now, if you know they're going to be better off, if you're sure they're going to be better off, then you should adopt the philosophy of lucky them if they get to work with me.
Absolutely.
Not lucky me if I get a client.
That part.
It's lucky client if they get, because I'm going to be good. I'm not going to half step it. Their life is going to be better because I came this way.
That's right.
I want you to adopt that philosophy. Wear it like a coat. Lucky them if they get to work with me. And ask for the business formally. Will you give my services a try?
That's awesome. Absolutely awesome. And once people learn that, because, some of us that have been in this for a while, we are confident like that because we really believe in our service. And it's repetitious that we kind of doing the same type of business. So we just create different ways to help each client, tailor to each client. But once they learn that, they will be absolutely awesome. They will know exactly.
Let me piggyback too.
They'll start making some money.
Here's the problem. Why they won't ask.
I was just
They're
afraid
of not being liked. That's what's killing them.
Okay.
There's this popular ideology that's killing entrepreneurs today. How many of y'all ever heard this ideology? People do business with people that they know, like, and trust.
Yes. Yes.
Normally like a drum bounds and sirens blend, but all that after that. Normally that's said by someone that's very well intentioned. They mean well.
Okay.
The problem is it's just not true. People do business all the time with people that they barely know.
That's
I can visit a B&I group and get more business out of there than people that's been there for years.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. They won't do business with you because they know you. They do business with you because you're going to improve their life in some way.
Absolutely.
Okay. And there's a lot of people that you know and you like and you know what business they're in.
Right.
But you've never done business with them. Why
Right.
not?
Right.
Because you don't have a reason to.
Right.
And there's a
Right.
lot of people that
That's
know
true.
you and like you a great deal.
Right.
And they've never done business with you. Why
Right.
not? Because they don't have a reason to you.
That's true.
Liking you is not enough of
That's
a
not
reason
enough,
to do
right.
business with
That's
you.
true.
It's just not. Okay.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this, because a lot of entrepreneurs, they believe in their product or service, but they still struggle to close a sale.
Yeah.
In your opinion, is the issue usually their mindset, their message, or their method?
It's their mindset because they're thinking about themselves.
Okay.
They're thinking about how am I going to look if
Mm.
I ask for this business.
Wow.
Just switch that all around.
Right.
You should be thinking about your client. Are you selling your services to people or for them? You see, if you're selling it just to people,
Right.
you're trying to make money.
Right.
If you're selling it for
For
them,
them,
it's because
right.
you know their life is going to be better off because of it.
That's
Mhm.
Sell it
That's
for
true.
them. Stop
true.
focusing so much on how you're going to look or sound.
Right.
Okay. People who think they don't like selling is not true. You all like selling.
Right.
What you don't like is the potential for rejection.
Right. That
Mhm.
potential
Ever
no.
offered any-
Right.
Yeah, the potential no. If you've ever offered anything and someone paid you for it, a bike, a book, a car, bed, whatever. If you ever
Right.
offered anything and someone paid you for it, you never got the money after they left and thought, I don't like the fact that they paid me.
I know
You
that's
always
right.
like the fact that they
Sure
paid
don't.
you.
That-
So you like the sale, you don't
Right.
like the potential for rejection.
Right.
And that's an
Gotcha.
easy fix.
Right.
Okay.
And what's the easy fix for them? Just what you said before. Am I correct?
Focus on them instead of yourself.
Okay.
Focus on helping them.
Right.
Okay, helping them. And let me say, there's just a couple more things right around this area. If I loved your audience
Mm-hmm.
and I knew I only had a few minutes with them, what would I tell them to do?
I want
Okay.
you to do the elevator pitch, because I went to something we
Okay.
had at church the other day,
Uh-huh.
and my bishop, he loves us to have business, and people either did not have an elevator pitch
Mm.
or they did some of the things you told
All
us
right.
not to do.
I'm gonna teach it right now, okay? Because
Okay.
I do anything Rochelle asks me.
Yes.
okay?
Good. Good. We love it.
All right, Danielle, do you feel courageous right now?
Monique,
Yes.
Danielle, excuse me, Monique.
Yes.
All right, so now watch what happens here. I'm going to ask my sister Monique 4 questions, okay?
Why you couldn't pick Rochelle? It's like, no.
because I know.
Because Rochelle's been a part of it before, and it's going to be harmless. It won't be painful,
No, it's
okay?
okay,
This
it's
won't be
okay.
painful,
Okay.
okay? So I'm going to ask you 4 questions, my sister, okay?
Okay.
The first question, I want to put you in a scene.
Okay.
If you were at a live and in-person networking event, and it was a good one,
Mhm.
you're having a good time, you're meeting cool people there,
Mhm.
like a business mixer. You've probably been to these things before.
Yes.
And
Yes,
someone at this event smiled in your face and said, Monique, what do you do for a living? In that scene, what would you say?
I would say, hi, my name is Monique Danielle Harrell. I am a builder and a developer, and we specialize in building custom modular homes.
Okay, great. Builder and developer and specialize in building customized homes, right?
Custom
That's
modular
question 1.
homes. Yes.
Custom modular homes, excuse me.
Yes.
Custom modular homes. Okay, cool. That's question 1. Okay.
Okay.
Now, question 2, we're not at the networking event anymore. It's just you and I talking, okay?
Okay.
So question number 2 is, Monique, who do you believe would pay for your services?
I believe it would be first-time home buyers. I believe it would be people looking for new construction. And I believe it would be people that are looking for homes that they can move into quicker than 6 months to a year, because modular custom homes are built much faster and stronger. And if you're looking for a home within the next 2 to 4 months, then modular custom homes are for you. If not, we could do a stick built. It may take a little longer. But my homes are for first-time home buyers. They are for people that are looking for investment properties, buy and sell, fixing, buy and hold. So tell me what type of real estate you're looking for, and maybe I can find out how I can help you.
Woo! That's a good answer.
Oh, that's what
That's
I was
question
saying.
That's question 2. Okay. All right. Question number 3. It's still just us talking.
Okay.
Once someone decides to work with you in your business, and they invest the money that you recommend, and they accept your counsel, they actually do the stuff that you recommend they do.
Okay.
Once they're working it with you and you're working with them, what do you call those people?
I call them my clients. Actually, my
Me
clients.
too. I'll call them clients too.
My
Okay.
clients, the people that are helping me get the job done as far as getting the modular home sold, I call those people my team. But people that are the actual buyers, I call them my clients, my customers.
Me too.
Um,
Your
things like
clients.
that.
Because to me, clients indicate they're going to use you more than once. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So that's question 3.
Okay.
And the fourth one of my series, Monique, is so Monique, what business would you say that you are in?
Real estate.
Real estate. All right. I've asked you my 4 questions. I got my 4 answers. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pretend that I do your work. Okay. Based upon what I just learned. I don't expect to nail it.
Right.
But I'm going to give it a shot.
Okay.
I'm going to run it through my filters. Okay.
Okay.
So Monique, just ask me, what do I do for a living?
What do you do for a living?
You know how there are so many people that when they get to the place where they want a home of their own, a lot of times they're confused about finding the right home. They have their ideas, but finding the right home is sometimes difficult for them. So they decide they want to build, but they're not sure what to do first, second, or third. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Well, what we do is actually make it easier for them to get the ideal home for them to live in.
Okay.
We do it through our services of building modular homes,
Yes.
so that they can much more quickly enjoy the home that they live in without a whole lot of the stress
Yes.
of the process normally.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how was my answer?
It was great.
It was good.
It was great.
Because
Yes.
you showed the problem and then you solved it
Absolutely.
Well, I put it in a story format,
in the story.
and that's
format.
pretty much it. But it took me 30 seconds to tell a story.
Right.
I did it in less than 30 seconds.
Yes.
The first part of the story was when she asked me, what I did was I introduced into the conversation an easy to understand problem,
Right.
and easy to agree to. I don't have the depth that Monique has, so I had to be something really, really surface. But my objective is to get her to agree. So I said,
Right.
you know how there are so many people that are da-da-da? And
Absolutely.
she understood it on a high level, so it was easy for her to agree. The moment she agreed on the problem that I introduced, that was the moment that she metaphorically took me by the hand, and now I could take her somewhere. So I got her to agree on the problem. She's holding my hand.
Right.
So then I transitioned her and said, well, what I do is, now I only told her that I do it, but I did not tell how I do it.
Right,
I did not tell my process.
Right.
I didn't defend anything. I didn't
Right.
persuade anything. I just said it matter of fact. Well, what I do is actually help those people through my services.
Right.
Done. The middle is very brief.
That was
You're
good.
introducing yourself as a solution in a matter-of-fact way, and it's not worth debating. Monique handles
Absolutely.
this.
I like that.
And then the end of the story was, I do all this cool stuff so that they can, and I just gave a couple of benefits.
Right.
Get into the
absolutely.
home that they want to live in without the stress and worry.
Got it.
Done. 30
Got it.
seconds. And by the way, Sister Rochelle, I preach
awesome.
and teach to never pitch.
Yes.
No
Ooh.
pitching. No pitch. You don't need a killer pitch.
I
You
love
don't
it.
need an elevator pitch.
Okay.
I've won 5 or 6 pitch competitions. I've
Really?
judged more than 10 of them.
Wow.
And I win them all by not pitching. I tell my story, is what it is. Your
Okay.
30-second story is better than anybody's elevator pitch.
I love it.
So what's
It's
your
better than
name?
anybody's.
What would be the name for your story? Like I would still call that an elevator pitch, but you have a
I would
different
call
name
it your
for
story.
Your
Your
story, your
story.
30-second story, your
Okay.
story.
Yeah, it's a
30
3-part
seconds.
story.
Okay.
You know, and if we had time, I would lay it out for you. But
Right.
it's a 3-part story. Tell
Okay.
your story is reason why your story is better,
Mhm.
because I'm only teaching them a framework and they fill it in with what they already have. And the
Mm-hmm.
reason why the story is better is because of the authenticity of it.
Okay.
There's so many amazing entrepreneurs who take a class on how to do an elevator pitch or a killer pitch. And then when they're in the real live streets talking to a real live
Right,
breathing
right,
person, they
right.
can't remember the pitch. The reason why they can't remember the
'Cause it's
pitch,
not
that
their
they work
story.
so hard and pay so much money, is because it's not authentic enough to stick.
Right. Right.
That's
right.
why.
And everybody loves stories.
Right.
And
because
everybody, what would you rather hear? A
Right.
pitch or a story?
a story. And
And
that's
so
why,
would everybody else.
And that's
It's
why we
true.
start the show off like that. Remember, we were having the discussion behind the scenes. I said the way we start off is always, we need you to tell our mindset is your story. Then we're going to get into
Right.
what you're doing now, because
That's right.
everyone wants to hear a story. No one wants to think you woke up or got this fun left for
Right.
you, or a fun, what is it called when
That's
people
true.
pass away and they leave you I use the word all the time.
Inheritance.
Anyway, yeah, I use the word all the time. And now we done started
It's
this
okay.
pitch and I got confused. And inheritance, and you just woke up and was boom, boom, boom. That's not how
Right.
real life going. That's not people's real story. So the
Right.
story, like he's saying, is very, very, very important. People's story matter more than you think it matters because it's more relatable to who some
Right.
people are. That's what I
Because
feel.
when you
Is that
just
what you feel?
right, that's exactly right.
Yeah,
Because you
Brian.
just told them, I tried and I tried and I tried, but I didn't
Right.
give up.
You
Although it
didn't give
seemed
up.
like you give up, but even when you went back, you still had that desire because that was put there because for
Absolutely.
you to work for yourself.
And you pushed
then you
9
did
books
it.
out after that.
What?
Like, awesome.
And
Yeah.
countless,
I've
opportunities to
done
talk and to speak and to train.
The seminars.
9 books, tons of articles. I'll wake
Yeah.
up with a thought and just write an article and publish it on LinkedIn. Okay.
Wow,
Tons
wow.
of articles, 9 books. But I will tell you, as I'm writing them, I'm not thinking, okay, this is book number 1, book number 2, book number 3. It's just when the inspiration hits. And it ended up being 9 books in 10 years because the first one was published in 2016. But let me say one more thing about the books. My first book I published was in June of 2016.
Okay.
And I thought that book was the greatest book on how to sell ever.
Right.
I
Right.
thought
that
it was
the
the
write-up?
end all, be all on books on how to sell.
Okay.
It was called The Shortcut. The fastest route to
okay.
selling your services.
Okay.
The fastest route to selling was take the shortcut. And it was designed to teach people what to do in this month to make sure you make more money next month and more money the month after that.
Okay. I
Okay?
like that so far.
And yeah, it was great. But looking back at that book, there's a whole chapter, almost a whole chapter or section I wouldn't even teach today.
Really?
Because people
Wow.
don't sell like that anymore or buy like that.
Okay.
So sales evolves.
It has to evolve. That was 10 years ago.
Wow.
We don't even buy today the way we bought 3 years ago.
Wow.
Mm.
That's
You
true.
know?
Okay.
So we have to, you've never met anybody that studies their craft more than I do to this day. Okay.
Wow.
Because I think that's a gift that God gave me, the love of learning.
Mm-hmm.
He gave me that gift, and I love learning it. I love teaching it. I've done thousands of presentations. I've made thousands of sales. I've missed thousands of them too.
Right. Right.
Okay. I was in over for 12 years at that first company, that first business.
Right.
It took me 8 months before I got good, but I stayed in that industry for 12 years.
Right. Right.
I was in my car going to folks' homes in their office making sales.
Wow.
Okay. And
So
that's
let me
real
ask you
sales.
this
That's
about
gladiator
sales.
selling. You go into somebody's home.
Right. That is.
So let me ask you this. I want
Okay.
because we get to 8:22 and it's
Yeah.
quick.
Okay.
I want you to go ahead and do your books, and then I have a question. I know Monica's got.
Do
a
my
question.
books? Okay.
Yeah, you said you were going to tell us your books.
Okay.
Oh, the name of
Just
the
sit right back and you hear a tale of a fateful trip.
book.
I'm going to take you on a short journey through some of my books.
Okay.
The latest book I love, it's called Timid Entrepreneurs Have Skinny Kids.
I got to get that.
Yeah,
You
me
do need to
too.
get that book.
I have
It's
to get it.
amazing.
Yes.
But not only this book, I also wrote the book Mastering Sales Language. That's me covering my mouth because there's some stuff people let escape their lips. They should never let escape their lips.
And
Oh,
listen,
my
I had
goodness.
one question
I don't like
about
selling.
that
I don't
book.
like sales. Huh?
Well, I had one question about that book, Mastering the Sales Language. What are 2 or 3 phases that immediately increase your chances of closing a deal before you go on? Can you just tell us that?
Wait, I was going to ask the same thing. What's 3
Yeah.
practical things?
2 or 3
I
phrases that
really do this
immediately
week
increase your chance of
close.
closing the sale.
Yeah.
Okay,
closing
the
the
first
deal.
one is to ask for the business. Will you give my services a try?
Okay.
Okay, that's one way it's going to increase your chances to earn the sale. But if they try to commit the crime of not hiring you or buying from you, ask this question.
Commit the
Okay,
crime.
if you don't do this,
Okay.
what will you do?
Wow.
Okay.
And wow, did you hear Ro go? Wow.
I was like,
Right.
Okay. Okay.
What will you do?
But there's certain words you need to learn to use more often, and there's certain words you should never say in the presence of your clients.
Okay.
There's such a thing as bad selling words and good selling words.
Okay.
Like learn to use the word love
Okay.
often and comfortably.
Okay.
Okay, that's one.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep it going.
Yeah, keep
I wrote the
going.
book Selling Financial Services is Different.
Okay.
Because it ain't the same as selling insurance. So real estate or coaching.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you my children's books.
Oh, that's the one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I won an award for this. I'm very proud of my award. This book is called
wow.
932,
Okay.
the 9 most important words, the 3 most important skills And the two most important questions. This is my character, Mr. Randall the Rhino. He's talking to his 9-year-old daughter about words that matter, words like courage and love and faith and the power of the word no. And the three most important skills for her to master: the ability to communicate, the ability to lead, and the ability to sell. And the two most important questions: what are you here to do, and who are you here to serve? But this book, I love it. I think it's great. Lots of adults give me great on that. And the last one I'm going to cover is another book featuring my character, Mr. Randall the Rhino, Why Rhinos Make Great Entrepreneurs.
That's awesome.
And it runs a parallel between rhinoceroses and entrepreneurs. It's my desire, especially as Black people, that we raise entrepreneurs and send our children to HBCUs. That's what I want. I want that for all my kids. I want that for all my grandkids. You got to be built for it. You're right. My children are not all entrepreneurial. They have jobs. But my desire is for them to discover what their collection of gifts, skills, and talents is and earn $1 with that.
I know that's right.
Because you can do both. Some people will do both.
And that's a good idea.
That is.
We are really, really running out of time. We have a couple of more things to ask you, but I guess we're going to have to go to the CEO checkout. I mean, because
we got 5 more minutes,
25.
so you might get one more question in there, Mom.
You think? Well, go ahead. You have it, because he was doing so great with what he was doing. I just didn't want to miss the
I just wanted him to give me 3 practical things a new entrepreneur can do this week. To improve their sales immediately. You said ask.
Okay. First, 3 things that entrepreneurs can do this week to help themselves. Number 1 is to resell themselves on what they offer. Discover what's so great about what they offer. Write out a list. What's so great about what I offer? At least 10 things. Our entrepreneurs forget how great they are. So I would leave. If I gave them all day, they could probably come up with 30 or 40 great.
Because we go through so much.
Right. But if I sat them down, I told them I'm giving them 3 minutes to write down 10 great things about what you do and press them to do it. You know, they can do it. And then a lot of times they struggle with that list because the first 2 is the only ones they focus on.
What's the second one? What's the second one?
The second thing they can do, first thing is to sell themselves on themselves. The second thing is to resolve to work for people instead of just to them. And the third thing is to remember the sin of the desert. The sin of the desert is when you know where the water is, but you won't tell anyone else. The sin of the desert is selfishness. Okay. Tell people what you do. You have to promote. You have to let people know what water you have. They don't have to accept it, but you do have to tell them about it.
I love it.
You won't tell people about your water. You're being selfish.
Right. I love it. Well, we have to get to the CEO checkout.
Yes, we got 3 minutes. We're doing good.
Yes,
whatever that means. Tell me what you need.
Okay, our CEO checkout is, as a CEO, I'm still learning blank and unlearning blank.
Okay. As a CEO, I'm still learning how to keep more of my money, make my money work smarter for me.
That's right.
Okay. And what was the second part again?
And I'm unlearning blank. You're still learning blank and unlearning blank.
And unlearning. This is going to be.
I know that's a lot for us entrepreneurs.
None of us have lived long enough to have all of the answers.
That's right.
We all need help. The best advice I ever got was, number 1 is be willing to ask for more help. And number 2 is be willing to accept more help. The thing I'm still unlearning is, as awesome as I am, I'm not the master of the universe.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
I'm just not.
It.
Okay.
Love it. You were an absolutely
Brian
awesome
K.
guest.
McNeill.
Can you please let the mindsetters know how they can reach you if they want to get the books or anything? Go ahead.
If you search me, do it under Brian K. McNeill. Brian K. McNeill. If you just put Brian McNeill, you'll get me, but you'll get some bluegrass singer too.
Gotcha.
But put Brian K. McNeill, you'll get a lot of me. I'm on LinkedIn and Facebook. Those are my jams. I'm not really an Instagram guy, but my website is briankmcneillspeaks.com. briankmcneillspeaks.com. I want to give, maybe I'll give it to you guys later, but I have a calendar link. And I offer anybody here,
No, you can say it now if it's something you need to say.
Calendly.com/BK McNeill. Calendly.com/BK McNeill. And when you go there, they can register to get schedule themselves for a free consultation with me, a 30-minute consultation.
Awesome.
And in that consultation, I teach them how to answer the question of what do you do for a living in a way that sells and compels.
Awesome. Absolutely awesome. I mean, you were an absolutely awesome guest. We really, really appreciate you. We had more time. I know you could just give us even more information that our mindsetters can use. But again,
well, I said when I started that by the time this podcast is done, everyone that listens will be better at selling.
Yes.
Do you ladies think we accomplished our goal?
Yes, I do.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, especially when you
Absolutely.
put me on the spot to do the exercise. I was like, okay, let's get it. Because now I have to put on my boss hat and get to it.
You did fantastic. You did fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah, you did.
Mindsetters, we are out of time. We had an awesome guest. I have to say, Brian K. McNeill, our powerhouse
with
guest.
2 L's.
With 2 L's at the end as well. You can go online, get his books. Those books seem like they are fabulous. We haven't read them yet, but I am definitely going to read them because I know that he has a lot of information, and it's not 9 of them, right?
I read 2. Yes.
Yeah,
Well,
9
Rochelle
books
read
that I
2 and
published.
all 9 of them. So make sure you get it. Make sure you remember that now we will be live on our YouTube page at Biz That Pays every Thursday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Right.
And we're live on our Facebook page, Mind the Business That Pays You podcast. Don't forget to go check out our nonprofit, Housing and Enterprise Development. We have about 9 fundraisers. We have a camp for kids coming up this summer. We have fashion shows coming up. We have all-white yacht parties. We have a whole bunch of fundraisers set up so that we can help first-time home buyers with down payment assistance and youngsters ages 8 to 24 with startup capital to start their businesses. So it's for a great cause. Please support us. You are tuned in to Mind the Business That Pays You, and never be too busy to mind the business that pays you. Good
Love
night.
Good night. Good night, Brian. Thanks. Good night, mindsetters. Good night.
Mind the business that pays you.
All right. I stuck around. I didn't know if y'all wanted to do an after action report or anything.
People walking power, we gon' blow up. No fear, no doubt, we gon' show up. Set your boundaries, shine bright, no fright. Unapologetic, we fight for what's right. Family keeper, that's a state of mind.